Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we are looking at the 9th Division Commander Blenheim, who, now the story behind this one is A+ Studio, is when I bought the Whitebeard collection off of the seller on eBay, he threw this one in as a freebie, but he warned me ahead of time that the figure was damaged, and he says, I think you'll still be able to use it, I think it'll still look good, but he did warn me that it was damaged. So this is the first figure that I took a look at before anyone else, and I've tried to fix it in my own way. And I won't mention what the damage is first. I will let you all see it and see if you can see it yourself from a distance, or if I've done a pretty good job of hiding it. But let's take a quick look at him. Here is the mighty Blenheim, who is 0041, and he has a huge stand because he is quite a big character. You can see here that this part here, I don't actually know what this part is, but I presume that it is a part that is broken off, but I couldn't see where it was supposed to go, so I've just left it in here. This here is Blenheim's ponytail, and Blenheim himself is quite massive for a WCF figure. And let's just go ahead and connect the ponytail. Connects via magnet, like so. We'll put him onto his stand as well. Now Blenheim is actually massive. And this here is Blenheim's weapon, which is his huge sword, and we're going to connect that there as well. So let's go ahead and put that off to the side, and we'll take a look at the massive Blenheim. So we're going to put him on his mirror. You can get to see a full 360 of him. We'll bring him just a little bit closer, and we'll lower the camera just a bit so that you can see all of him without cutting off his head, of course. And I wonder if you've noticed what the damage is. Hopefully, if I've done a decent job, then you'll have no idea, and this will look just like a decent figure. But those of you that maybe have noticed, especially at that point there when it turned round, let's just go ahead and show you what the damage is. So this is unfortunately what happens when these are second hand and come from different collectors. If we take off the arm here, you can see the sword, that this part here, the red bit, up to the hilt of the blade, the hand had actually broken off, and the sword actually came off. So what I've actually done here is I've just used white tack to shove it in and keep the sword in place. And I'm hoping that the hilt of the guard is enough to keep it hidden, that the point that it won't really be noticeable, especially if he's standing in a row with all of the other Whitebeard pirates. And that's the kind of thing that I can do so long as I'm warned ahead of time that something is damaged. I can do my best to try and fix it before it goes on camera. But unlike Rakio, nothing was mentioned ahead of time. I expected it to be in decent condition, and well, you saw that the weapon was not only broken but was also missing parts as well. So unfortunately that is what happened with Rakio. So I'm going to have to contact the seller, see what he can do to try and fix that, if anything can even be fixed from it, or we shall see. But let's do a size comparison with Blenheim here. Now Blenheim is massive, and you might not be able to tell the scale of it until you see him next to a regular WCF. So let's bring out Lafitte, and you can see here the size difference between Lafitte, who is a regular size WCF, and Blenheim, who is absolutely gigantic. Let's compare him to another A+ Studio figure, and we'll go with the 1st Division Commander Marco Phoenix, who can stand next to Blenheim, and you can see the absolute scale of this absolute unit Blenheim as well. That he is absolutely gigantic. So it's a really cool figure, really huge. It's unfortunate about the damage, but we have managed to fix it at least. Fix it to a standard that Grandcat is satisfied with. And I think this is going to be a pretty cool part of the Whitebeard Pirates. And it's really, really nice that he was a freebie thrown in because I bought so many of the other figures, including Sabo and Oars, who weren't part of the Whitebeard Pirates as well. This one was thrown in as a freebie. So very cool, and huge shout out to the eBay seller that I won't mention his name on here. I never do that without asking permission from the person first of all. So don't worry, I'm not going to shout your name out in public on any of my videos. If you are someone that has helped out in some way, that's not the kind of thing that I do. That's not what big old Grandcat does. But you know who you are, and I want you to know that you are thanked and that I appreciate you. And with that said, folks, that is going to be it for this little video, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody. I'm going to wait for Blenheim to turn around a little bit here before I end the video. Once again, goodbye, everybody.